See a little bit of light bleeding through this morning. All of your first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, a suspect in the shooting of a Yakima teen near Eisenhower High School is in police custody. And with inflation once again speeding up, we're checking in with a group holding a food drive to benefit local organizations. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. We are getting close to that 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason.
It's Thursday.
Yes, it is.
That means we're close to that weekend, and we're kind of getting a sneak preview of our weekend with these bit warmer temperatures today and sunny skies, clear skies right now. Let's take a look outside and starting to see a little bit of light come through for our areas. And we're a little chillier this morning by about 10 degrees, upper 40s to lower 50s. Other than that, though, we're going to be looking at actual warmer highs today and plenty of sunshine returning, as clear skies will be the name of the game through at least Sunday morning. And then we'll see a bit of a switch as we see a little bit more cloud coverage coming in. Cooler temperatures are on the way next week, but not through our weekend. We are going to steadily rise up into those lower 90s, upper 80s as we get to Saturday and Sunday and possibly even tomorrow. So warmer temperatures are coming, and today we're a couple degrees warmer than we were yesterday. So as we head into our weekend, my goodness, folks, sunny skies continue, slowly warming. Changes on the way, though. You won't believe how much cooler we're going to be as we go from Saturday, which is in the lower 90s, to our Wednesday next week. I'll break that all down for you in my full forecast that's coming right up. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
New this morning, we have an update from the Yakima Police Department regarding a shooting near Eisenhower High School in Yakima Tuesday morning. Now, the shooting sent a 14-year-old boy to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle with life-threatening injuries. According to YPD, investigators have arrested a 15-year-old boy from the Yakima area. The suspect was booked into the Yakima County Juvenile Justice Center pending an initial court appearance. An update on a pair of fires in Yakima. We're getting more accurate numbers regarding the impact of these fires. The South Slope fire has burned 341 acres and is now 60% contained. Level 1 Be Ready evacuation orders are still in effect. Meanwhile, the Rosa Slope fire has burned 217 acres and is also 60% contained. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is working with a new system that they call the Real-Time Crime Center. It uses video surveillance technology paid for with federal funds to give law enforcement more eyes around the county.
It gets us on scene quicker, allows us to make decisions quicker with better information. So this gives us situational awareness from video feeds, investigative databases, license plate reader technology, our CAD system for awareness. We've had it assist us with subjects fleeing shootings. Dozens of reported and recovered stolen vehicles over the last few months.
Advocates say the system is an expansion of things the Spokane County Sheriff's Office has been using for years, like automatic license plate readers. The Sheriff's Office says the technology does not have facial recognition technology, and they only keep the data for 30 days. But opponents are raising privacy concerns.
Are there frameworks in place that there's some oversight? Are there frameworks in place so this doesn't get out of hand? So this doesn't, so our city doesn't become a surveillance totalitarian state.
One expert with the American Civil Liberties Union of Washington raised concerns that even without facial recognition, the technology could potentially give the government a lot of information about people who aren't doing anything wrong, adding that the millions spent on the Real Crime Center would have been spent on crisis support and violence interruption programs instead. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office says it continues to get reports of scam phone calls. According to the Sheriff's Office, the scammer will claim to be with the department and provide an actual deputy or employee's name. Sometimes the scammers claim they have a warrant for the victim's arrest or claim the victim is under investigation by the FBI for crimes they didn't commit. The scammers demand payment through Bitcoin, PayPal, Cash App, or through gift cards. Law enforcement does not operate like this. The Sheriff's Office says to hang up and do not provide any information or confirm information they have on you. If you feel concerned, call non-emergency dispatch at 509-628-0333 and ask to speak with the on-duty deputy. A follow-up regarding toxic algae found in the Columbia River. The swim beach at Howard Amon Park in Richland has been off limits since the discovery of the algae last month. Now, the Benton Franklin Health District says preliminary tests found higher levels of the algae in Wade Park in Pasco and at Leslie Groves Park in Richland. The recreational area at Columbia Point has also been closed pending additional testing after the health district received a complaint. The Washington State Department of Agriculture is warning of new invasive species and plants in our region and wants the public to report sightings of the Tree of Heaven. Now, despite its name, the Tree of Heaven is invasive and has spread through much of Washington state. If you see it on property that's not yours, report it to the Washington Invasive Species Council. If you need help controlling this invasive plant, you can also contact the Benton County or Franklin County Noxious Weed Control Boards. Donations have been slow at the Tri-Cities Food Bank, but there is a great need for food in our communities. Apple Valley News Now's Anna Trejo says that's why a local organization is making an effort to do what it can to help.
When it comes to feeding the hungry, there isn't a certain kind of people volunteers see needing help. They could be your neighbors, your coworkers, your friends that need just a little help, especially when food costs are so high right now. That's what keeps volunteers going. And VJ Meadows with the Tri-Cities Food Bank says it needs a community support so they can support the community.
We have that need because everybody's coming in here wanting food, and people come to the door and they'll say, could we have anything? They're just hungry.
Meadows says many people struggle to afford enough food to meet their basic needs and need the Tri-Cities Food Bank.
One of the cars that came through, the volunteers went to give the food. They put the boxes in this lady's car, and she had a 7-8-year-old little boy, and he reached across and wrapped his arms around it, and he goes, "Oh, Mom, we get to eat tonight."
But since the pandemic, food or monetary donations are just hard to come by. That's why a local organization is hoping the community will help them help the food bank and in turn support our community. The Tri-Cities Houseplant Lovers Group is hosting a food drive, and they're getting Tri-Cities businesses involved to help get as much help as possible for the food bank.
This year, one of my moderators, her name's Brittany too, she thought it would be a good idea to incorporate a little bit of a food drive at our plant swap where people could get raffle tickets for bringing in canned goods, because we always raffle off plants.
Food, a basic need, and something as simple as canned goods can make all the difference in a person's life. It's something anyone of any age can do to give to their community.
Our group has always been about generosity and giving. Like, our plant swaps are always free events where everybody can just kind of share the love of the plants versus trying to make money off of them. So this year we wanted to give back to the community in a little bit bigger way.
We're so appreciative of those in the community who see that we need that support.
The Tri-Cities Houseplant Lovers Group is hosting the drive-thru September 17th, but you can drop off a donation at the Tri-Cities Food Bank at any time. Reporting in Kennewick, Anna Trejo, Apple Valley News Now.
The Tri-Cities Houseplant Lovers Group is working with a list of businesses, and you can drop off your donation at those places. We have the list at applevalleynewsnow.com. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, we have another lovely day ahead as we slowly warm up towards our, final weekend of summer. I'll get you ready for all of that, including changes coming next week in my first alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, it's a dream opportunity for young dancers in Yakima. They're getting the chance to learn from top performers from all over the world.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months on most 2024 Cadillac models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air. Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, the Nutcracker is coming to Yakima, but ahead of its performance, they're partnering with a local dance studio to get little dancers to join them. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us it's a chance for every young dancer, no matter their age or skill, to be in the spotlight.
It starts with the pitter-patter of little feet, taking steps that count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is opportunity for the kids to dance a Nutcracker Ballet with the professional company. International dancer from Japan, Ukraine, from Italy.
Going from city to city, auditioning kids, teaching them their part, and then coming back to perform with them on stage.
Everyone will have an opportunity to participate.
Dozens of kids from different local dance studios, all coming together.
So instead of being competitors, which sometimes happens in ballet, they all encourage each other.
Even the littlest snowflake, who loves to dance for fun.
I love dancing on stage. I just love it.
To those on point who've been dancing for years.
I love dance because it allows me to express myself and release a lot of stress and just build up of icky feelings of life and stuff and just let it go, and it's very therapeutic.
And this performance, the opportunity of a lifetime for young dancers regardless of their skill level.
Watching them get better little by little and watching them have fun is really satisfying. I want them to fall asleep daydreaming, like, remember when I was in the Nutcracker and I did well? It was so magical.
The dancers will rehearse for the next few weeks and take the stage with the professionals in November, bringing the magic to life. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
In Yakima is one of 86 cities the Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet is stopping in, and that performance is coming up on November 20th at the Capitol Theater. Well, the National Book Foundation is giving Drew Barrymore the boot. According to a statement from the organization, Barrymore is no longer hosting the NBF's 74th Annual Literary Awards ceremony. Barrymore is being replaced because of her decision to resume production on her namesake daytime talk show during the ongoing writer's strike. The National Book Foundation says its annual ceremony is dedicated to, quote, the incomparable contributions of writers to our culture. The Writers Guild of America picketed Barrymore Monday following her announcement that work on her syndicated show would resume.
I don't understand her position entirely, but it would be great as a member of these guilds if those who have such a high profile as Drew Barrymore would stand their ground and demand a fair contract, because I'm a nobody and I can stand out here all day and wave my sign and I'm a nobody. She has power that I don't have, and it would be wonderful if folks in that level, at that level, would use that power to stand behind us.
Coming up, hurricane season continues as the Northeast braces for an upcoming Hurricane Lee. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. A beauty of a Thursday is on the way, but does that mean a nice weekend as well? I'll have the answer. My first alert weather forecast coming up next.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Come home to flooring for the whole family at Great Floors. Elevate your space with beautiful flooring for the whole family, including the four-legged ones. Great Floors offers a large selection of Shaw Pet Perfect flooring with exclusive discounts. Shop carpet, laminate, and hardwood at Great Floors. Ask about exclusive Great Floors 12-month financing options. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
At All City Transmission, we're proud to be American and proud sponsors of the Great American Flag Swap.
Honest work, quality price, All City Transmission.
It's early fall on the St. Joe River in northern Idaho.
There's great hiking spots. This is a high-class fly fishing river.
An amazing fly the Northwest.
Couldn't get anywhere more beautiful.
Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday at 6.
Are you ready for some Monday Night Football? It's an AFC Central battle on Apple Valley News Now as the Cleveland Browns visit Pittsburgh. The Browns and the Steelers, Monday at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now. ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. We're getting close to that weekend. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Starting to see some light this morning, and we have a very nice day ahead. Pretty much on par with what we saw yesterday, maybe just a little bit warmer. On our radar, free and clear. We are looking lovely, and that is going to continue into the weekend. Let's take a look at that futurecast, and nary a cloud in the northwest, let alone in our areas. That'll continue for your Friday, tomorrow, and well into our Saturday. But we do expect to see clouds to return as we get to Sunday evening. But looking to stay just beautiful for most of our weekend. Also, temperatures are going to be rising into our weekend very slowly. Though we are a little chilly this morning. 57 our hot spot in Walla Walla. Other than that, we're in the lower 50s to upper to mid 40s. We're about 10 degrees off where we were yesterday morning at this time. So depending on how cool it gets, you may want to put on a coat as you're heading out the door this morning. But still looking at actually a higher high than we saw just yesterday. So we're going to be a few degrees above our averages for this time of year today. And we're going to continue to warm up towards our weekend, and then a big drop off as we enter our final few days of summer as we hit the autumnal equinox. Well, the first day of fall as we get to late on Friday, a week from tomorrow. So big changes coming as we get into our next work week, but staying pretty steady through our weekend. Also steady through our weekend is our wind speeds. We are remaining at light. That will continue into the next couple of days. Looks like Sunday we're going to see around 10 mile per hour sustained winds And that will continue into our next work week as we do start that cool down. That's the first real indication of any wind for the past couple of days. So our allergy forecast saying very good. Trees at the moderate zone. Other than that, weeds, grass, mold still low. Chenopod's and composites are allergens of the day. Really hasn't changed this week. We do expect trees, though, to get back to the low as we get into next week. At least that's what the forecast tells us. So in our highs today, we're right in those mid to lower 80s for the Yakima Valley, including the Kittitas Valley area, as really uniform conditions continue. And that means a very steady weather pattern. 87 your hot spots for Hanford and Hermiston, mid 80s for the Mid-Columbia, and mid 80s for the Blue Mountain region. Not much of a difference if you drive from Pendleton to Ellensburg today. Yakima, you're looking at 88 tomorrow, then lower 90s Saturday, Sunday, but that big drop is coming. We do have more cloud coverage coming in Sunday and Monday. We'll keep an eye out if there's any precipitation with that big drop included. We usually see some precipitation, but not just yet. In the Tri-Cities area, same story. 88 tomorrow, lower 90s Saturday, Sunday, and then down to, again, about a 20-degree drop almost from Saturday to Wednesday. So much cooler temperatures are on the way. So this weekend is going to definitely feel like summer, the latter part of summer. Next week is going to definitely feel like fall. But today, a little bit warmer, plenty of sunshine, light winds. A beautiful Thursday is on the way.
A tropical storm warning is in effect for the island of Bermuda for Hurricane Lee, which is expected to pass by the island today. Forecasters say the Category 2 hurricane will bring strong winds and heavy rain to the area, and Lee is expected to head toward part of the U.S. over the next few days. John Lawrence reports.
Hurricane and tropical storm watches are in effect for much of coastal New England over the next few days due to Hurricane Lee.
There is going to be a surge in here. There's going to be some serious waves in here, and that breakwater right there doesn't really protect the surges.
Meteorologists say that even if Lee weakens, the overall impact will be far-reaching because of the size of the hurricane.
Normally when a major hurricane that I've seen makes landfall, a lot of the damage, severe damage, can be relatively localized. But when a storm spreads out like this, it can be intimidating in the sense that the damage is going to be much more widespread.
According to the National Hurricane Center, Lee has the potential to bring, quote, life-threatening storm surge flooding to parts of Massachusetts on Friday and Saturday.
Towards the later past few nights, it's reinvigorated itself and reestablished itself as a pretty strong and intimidating hurricane.
Maine's Governor Janet Mills issued a statement calling on residents to, quote, exercise caution and to take common sense steps to ensure they have all they need to stay safe, which is advice people in neighboring states should also follow.
Whether or not it's going to be a landfall, that's still up in question, but we'll certainly feel the impacts from Boston to Portland.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Although it seems the Northeast will get pounded the hardest, Lee is also expected to bring dangerous surf to the Southeast from Florida through the Carolinas. The Canadian Hurricane Center has also issued a hurricane watch for the New Brunswick coast to Point Lepreau. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, in an online address to union members, the United Auto Workers president outlined plans for the first ever simultaneous strike against all three automakers at once.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot, where could she?
Hey everybody, I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, 'cause she's an herbivore.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. We're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One of our favorite dishes here is the Keto Bowl. It's loaded with delicious vegetables such as squash, zucchini, broccoli, and then you get to pick your protein, such as smoked Polish sausage, chicken, shrimp, or steak. Another favorite dish we have here is our meatball sub. You have to try this. It is delicious. We love to get to know each customer, and we want you to feel like family when you're here. We can't wait to see you at the Village Bistro.
Follow the allure of mystical money at Legends Casino Hotel, where we're giving away $30,000 every Thursday in September. Magically earn entries by using your Legends Rewards card when playing your favorite slot machines, and you could be destined to win $3,000, $8,000, or $10,000 every Thursday in September. It doesn't take winged sandals to get here. Just get here for $120,000 in mystical money, only at Legends Casino Hotel.
Another power bill that has you scratching your head? Let Precision Sheet Metal come to the rescue with AeroSeal. AeroSeal is a revolutionary technology that uses aerosol-based duct sealant to actively find and repair all the leaks, cracks, and gaps in your ductwork. How will that help? Improved efficiency, enhanced comfort, improved indoor air quality, and cost savings. Call Precision Sheet Metal today and find out how AeroSeal can make your home the place to be all year long. A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning. Well, time is running out to avert what could be the first ever coordinated labor strike on the nation's big three automakers. More than 100,000 auto workers could strike by midnight tonight if their labor contracts expire without a new agreement in place. The UAW union's demands include higher wages and a shorter work week. ABC's Justin Finch is following the latest.
This morning, what could be the calm before an historic simultaneous strike on the big three automakers.
If called upon, we will be ready to do whatever it takes.
Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis, the manufacturer behind Chrysler and Jeep, all trying to prevent up to 150,000 auto workers from walking off the job effective midnight Thursday. The union outlining plans to strike at individual U.S. auto plants at first, but also saying
an all-out strike is still a possibility. We're keeping all of our options open.
United Auto Workers President Shawn Fain addressing the rank and file, saying the union is making some headway in talks, but isn't budging on key demands, including a 40% wage increase over the next 4 years, arguing that's how much the CEOs have gotten since the last contract. The most recent SEC filings show all of the big three CEOs earned more than $20 million last year, with GM CEO Mary Barra topping the list at $29 million, roughly 362 times the average GM worker's pay. The UAW also wants pension plans resurrected after they were eliminated for new hires during the financial crisis, retiree health care, and a 4-day work week, which Ford CEO Jim Farley calls impractical.
We can't have a sustainable industry working 4 days a week.
Auto industry analysts warning a strike could hit consumers hard.
However it ends will almost assuredly result in yet higher prices for cars.
Both sides now watching the clock. Ford, GM, and Stellantis releasing statements saying they're optimistic about the talks. Ford and GM noting their latest offers to the UAW include more paid time off and a significant wage increase, though just nearly half of the 40% hike the union wants. Well, these upcoming months might be the time to travel. Fall begins next week and prices are dropping. One travel expert says lower prices is driving demand among travelers looking to visit international destinations like Europe and South America.
Number of Americans traveling down to Mexico, 20% higher than it was in 2019. The number of Americans flying over to Europe, 15% higher than it was in 2019.
Scott Keys offers this advice. Use a price monitoring tool to get real-time updates and notifications when prices drop. Consider flying midweek instead of on weekends. For overseas travel, consider traveling over Thanksgiving.
Especially if you've got the week off work, if the kids have the week off school, and if you're interested in those Christmas markets.
Ticket prices for this month and next are 29% cheaper than the average price for peak domestic summer travel. American Airlines is expected a big cut to its upcoming profits. The airline adjusted its third quarter earnings in a regulatory filing to 20 to 30 cents per share. That's a drop from a previous forecast of 95 cents per share. American cites rising fuel costs and the new pilot contract for the adjustment. Discount airline Spirit also cut its third quarter revenue by 5%. However, the International Air Transport Association says global airlines should make nearly $10 billion in profit this year. Coming up, legislators got a chance to speak with tech industry leaders on the future of artificial intelligence in the United States. We'll have a breakdown for you on that and much more next on Good Morning Northwest.
There once was a famed country music philosopher named Joe Diffie who said, if it weren't for trucks, we wouldn't have tailgates. So this got me thinking, if we didn't have tailgates, we wouldn't have tailgate parties. And I'm pretty sure if we didn't have tailgate parties, we probably wouldn't have football. And if we didn't have football, well anyway, I'm just thankful for tailgates, that's all. Here's to a great tailgate season. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Have you tried to reach your internet company lately?
Your wait time will be 45 minutes.
At Washington Broadband, we have techs right here in Yakima, so you have a friend to help you through your technology issues. We even have after-hours help.
Washington Broadband, how can I help you?
In this difficult time when every other business is raising their prices, we still haven't in 28 years of serving Yakima, not even field charges. We will be your consistent local internet. Washington Broadband, your original hometown source to the world.
Red or white. At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
As artificial intelligence becomes more prevalent, the need for some regulation is mounting. Legislators sat down with tech industry leaders yesterday to address growing concerns. And new reports show that the U.S.-Mexico border is the deadliest land route for migrants in the world.
Folks, another nice day for your Thursday with changes on the way as we enter fall next week. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday, everyone, and getting close to that weekend, and we're almost to the middle part of September.
I know. It's happening so fast.
Chugga chugga as the 2023 just continues just to roll along. And as soon as I saw my first holiday ad yesterday.
Oh.
It was for a coffee creamer.
Okay.
And it was for Christmas. And it was just
Wow.
like, it's September, what, 13th yesterday?
You can find it all in the stores already.
I know. Just let me get used to Halloween coming before that. All right, quick look outside, everyone. It still feels like summer this morning. And for your day ahead, we do have plenty of sunshine to talk about and warmer temperatures. We're a little cooler, though, this morning. We're about 10 degrees off where we were yesterday morning. So right around the mid-80s today across the board with ample sunshine. And the sunshine will continue into tomorrow, into Saturday. Maybe we'll start to see a little bit of cloud coverage coming in for your Sunday. We do have big changes, though, coming next week with much cooler temperatures and a little bit more wind than we've been seeing. Light winds again today, and those light winds should continue through at least Saturday. Looks like our transition day will be more or less Sunday into Monday. And then by a week from today, we're going to be in the mid to lower 70s. But for today, looking very nice. Sunny skies continue, slowly warming towards that weekend, but changes on the way. I'll break it all down in my forecast. That's coming up. But for right now, we're going to send it back to Jill.
Yesterday, some of the biggest names in tech convened on Capitol Hill for a discussion on artificial intelligence. Cameras weren't allowed inside once the Senate forum began. This was the first of 9 scheduled meetings to talk about what exactly AI can do and how it could be regulated.
Comes to fighting cancers, fighting long-term illnesses and so forth, I think AI has real opportunities.
What often keeps me up at night is the effect of AI potentially in displacing millions of American workers.
The European Union we're already a few steps ahead of the United States on regulating artificial intelligence. And some experts say we need to be focused on things like how AI gets confused by misinformation rather than worrying right now about the robots taking over. Former President Donald Trump is interested in making changes to the classroom. In a new campaign video, Trump says he wants to shut down the Department of Education and to have state governments, quote, run the education of our children. The Education Department became a cabinet-level agency in 1980, and according to its website, the federal agency says it plays a leadership role in how to improve the learning process. But states and school boards already have the ability to supersede the Education Department. Trump also announced other educational priorities he would bring if he wins a second non-consecutive term in the White House, including greater access to student internships and prayer in public schools. The International Organization for Migration says the U.S.-Mexico border is the deadliest land route for migrants worldwide. It saw 686 deaths and disappearances in 2022. That represents nearly half of the nearly 1,500 migrant deaths and disappearances recorded throughout the Americas last year. 2020 was the deadliest year on record since the group started keeping track in 2014. The IOM report said nearly half of the 686 deaths and disappearances at the U.S.-Mexico border happened while migrants crossed the dangerous Sonoran and Chihuahuan deserts. The main causes of death included drownings, vehicle accidents, extreme environmental conditions, and lack of adequate shelter, food, and water. An IOM spokeswoman said countries need to act on the data to ensure safe, regular migration routes are accessible. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, a beautiful morning and a warmer day is ahead with nice conditions towards our weekend, but big changes on the way. I'll get you ready in my first alert forecast coming right up.
Plus, an adorable disruption at a high school soccer match in North Dakota after 2 dogs run out onto the pitch.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. Order Hubby's Pizza tonight and get a large 16-inch pepperoni pizza for just $15.99. Mouth-watering yumminess. The perfect fresh dough and toppings for a quick and easy dinner. Dine in or carry out. Come acquire the Hubby's Habit, your hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
It's fair time. Get ready for fun. The Central Washington State Fair, September 22nd through October 1st. It's fun for all. For more information, visit fairfun.com.
The Labor Day mattress savings have been extended this week at Walker's.
And that means some of the biggest discounts of the year on all your favorite brands like Purple, Serta iComfort, and Beauty Rest mattress sets.
Plus, special 5 years no interest financing with no money down was brought in, as well as an additional $100 gift card with select sets sold and free local delivery.
Making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less.
During the final week of savings at Walker's.
Get ready, Tri-Cities. We're going back to the Jurassic era. Welcome to Quake, the epicenter of family fun. Quake's facilities features a state-of-the-art trampoline park, tactical laser tag arena, ninja warrior course, video game arcade, virtual reality stations, golf simulators, and much more. There's nothing like it in southeastern Washington. Quake, the epicenter of family fun. Located in Kennewick off I-82 and Weiser Parkway.
Stacy Lee. She knows the Northwest, and she knows Northwest weather.
And we're always working to make sure you get smart, complete forecasts.
Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather, weeknights at 5, 6, and 6:30. She's on your side.
Next Live, Tamron Hall talks the new season of her show.
Tam fam, let's go.
Plus, New York hockey legend Henrik Lundqvist shows his skills when Live Loves New York Week continues.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Two excited and adorable fans caused a distraction at a high school soccer match in Minot, North Dakota, and it was all caught on camera. The Minot High Magicians were taking on the Jamestown Blue Jays Tuesday night when two dogs ran out on the pitch.
Hi, buddies. It happened about halfway through the first half of the match. Officials had to pause the game for roughly a minute, which was the perfect amount of time for one pooch to get a belly rub from a player. But the dogs quickly went on their way and the game resumed. It's unclear which team the Canines were rooting for, but Minot, is it Minot?
Minot.
Minot, thank you. And Jamestown played to a 0-0 draw.
Oh, they are cute, and they look like they're having a blast.
I'm sure they're rooting for the underdogs.
Yes. Good one.
There we go. All right, folks, all of your First Alert weather forecast coming right up. A beautiful Thursday is on the way.
And an unexpected encounter in Washington waters, the creature that bit a triathlete as she swam, and the reason this might have happened. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's a factory-authorized clearance at Blue Compass RV. Before the 24s arrive, every 23 must go. Every reasonable offer will be accepted. All 23s come with an exclusive 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. A $5,000 value only Blue Compass can provide. If you've ever dreamed of owning a new RV, now is your time. Every 23 must go at the factory-authorized clearance. Only at Blue Compass RV.
Fall is almost here.
Before the winter months hit, now is a great time to make sure your trees and shrubs are ready for the weather ahead. Top Tree Service is your best bet for tree trimming and removal projects. Our ISA certified arborists know how to tackle your tree trimming in a way that promotes future growth and preserves the health of your trees. To learn more, visit us online at toptreellc.com or call Top Tree today to schedule your free estimate.
Woods Nursery is a third-generation family-owned business serving the Tri-Cities since 1965. Right now is a great time to plant, and Woods has a wide variety of inventory with the most experienced people in the industry. Visit our beautiful facility with 5 acres of everything you could possibly need, and be sure to check out our gift shop. Woods Nursery thanks you and is looking forward to 50 more years. 2615 Van Giesen off the Bypass Highway in Richland.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport only at your local Ford dealer.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Oh, the sun has hit the mountains. Just beautiful conditions out there. Another beautiful morning and beautiful day is ahead. We are going to be slightly warmer than we were yesterday. And folks, plenty of sunshine throughout all of our areas. That's going to continue for our Friday and our Saturday. And for most of Sunday, though, we'll start to see some cloud coverage start to come in as we get to Sunday afternoon. But folks, just beautiful conditions. Light winds and folks, clear skies overnight. Maybe a good time to get out the telescope and head outside. It's going to remain warm overnight as we are headed towards our last weekend of summer, but things will be changing as we get into our last few days of summer. As we hit the autumnal equinox, we hit fall late on Friday, so a week from tomorrow, so 8 days away. So temperatures right now, 56 are hot spot. Really mid-50s are hot spots in the Blue Mountain region. Other than that, we're in the lower 50s to upper to mid-40s. So about 10 degrees cooler than we were yesterday at this time. So you may want to bundle up a little bit as you're heading out the door. But our highs today are going to be about 3 or so degrees above yesterday. And we're going to continue that progression into Saturday, where most of our areas will be lower 90s, upper 80s. But look at this drop as we get into Monday and then into our next work week, as we're going to see about a 20-degree drop in our highs from Saturday to Tuesday. And that looks to continue in our next work week. So cooler conditions, if you've been waiting for them, are on the way in force next week after a bit of a warm up for our last weekend of summer. Wind speeds are remaining light, and we do expect wind speeds to remain light for the next couple of days at least. By Sunday, they're going to pick up slightly. That's still nominal winds, at times 10 to maybe even up to 15-mile-per-hour winds, and that's going to continue into our next work week. But folks, that is quite nominal and just a little bit more breeze at times. For our allergy forecast, we do expect trees to start to get into the low zone here in the next couple of days. Weeds, grass, mold already in that low zone, and they've been there for quite some time. Allergens of the day, chennopods and composites. All right, let's take a look at our highs today. Again, just a touch warmer than yesterday. Mid to lower 80s for the Yakima Valley and Kittitas County areas. Over in the mid-Columbia, mid 80s across the board. Hot spots today, Hanford and Hermiston. In the Blue Mountain region, we're right in those mid 80s as well. So 7-day forecast, and folks, just slightly warmer into tomorrow and into Saturday and Sunday. Then that big cool down on the way with some cloud coverage coming in for the first time in a bit. Overnight lows remaining in the 50s until Tuesday late night, where we return to the 40s. Over in the Tri-Cities area, very nice conditions. Sunny skies mostly through Sunday. We'll see again a little bit more cloud coverage come in Sunday afternoon hours into those cooler conditions coming next week. So it's going to feel much more like fall next week, but it still feels quite a bit like summer today and into our weekend. So for your Thursday, Plenty of sunshine, light winds. Should be a lovely day ahead and a nice weekend ahead to finish summer as fall hits next Friday.
A man accused of fatally shooting 4 members of a family in Kellogg, Idaho, pleaded not guilty to all charges Wednesday. 31-year-old Major John Kaler faces 4 counts of first-degree murder and a count of burglary. He's accused of killing a man in his 60s, his daughter, who was in her 40s, and her 2 teenage sons in June. Police say they responded to an incident at the complex where both families lived a week before. They say Kaler's wife claimed the 18-year-old exposed himself to her and her young daughter. Kaler told police he snapped and shot them after police didn't seem to do anything about it. The trial date is set for January 2024. Prosecutors said they will not seek the death penalty. A Washington triathlete continues to recuperate after a harbor seal bite earlier this year. In these pictures from UW Medicine, you can see Dana Robertson Halter setting out on her annual 2-mile swim off Decatur Island in western Washington. On that swim, she was slowed down by a kelp bed and started treading water when suddenly she felt a sharp pain in her left leg.
Bit my leg. Just massive, massive bite in my leg.
The single bite punctured her wetsuit.
Bit my leg. Just massive, massive bite in my leg.
Dana was treated to an emergency room where she got stitches and antibiotics. However, a week later, she wasn't any better and started to get a fever. When she went back to the hospital, the care team took cultures from the wound and found that a bacteria from the water, not from the seal's mouth, was delaying her healing. She got on the right antibiotic and started feeling better quickly. Dana says her run-in hasn't shaken her passion for swimming or her love for seals. I'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the moment American explorer Mark Dickey is hoisted to safety after 12 days trapped in a Turkish cave.
It is amazing to be above ground again. I was underground for far longer than ever expected with an unexpected medical issue.
The 40-year-old rushed to a medical tent for treatment after becoming stuck more than 3,400 feet underground, suffering a life-threatening emergency during a cave mapping expedition.
The only feeling that I think I have is this curve of will I live.
Now Dickey's parents thanking the rescuers who helped.
It was a real emotional roller coaster. The situation with Mark, how seriously he was hurt, how deep and hard to get to him it was.
And coming up at 7 a.m., Michael Strahan goes one-on-one with caver Mark Dickey. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Detect this. Living with HIV, I learned I could stay undetectable with fewer medicines. That's why I switched to Dovato.
Dovato is a complete HIV treatment for some adults.
No other complete HIV pill uses fewer medicines to help keep you undetectable than Dovato.
Detect this. Most HIV pills contain 3 or 4 medicines. Dovato is as effective with just 2.
If you have hepatitis B, don't stop Dovato without talking to your doctor. Don't take Dovato if you're allergic to its ingredients or taking dofetilide. This can cause serious or life-threatening side effects. If you have a rash or allergic reaction symptoms, stop Dovato and get medical help right away. Serious or life-threatening lactic acid buildup and liver problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have kidney or liver problems, or if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or considering pregnancy. Dovato may harm an unborn baby. Most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, trouble sleeping, tiredness, and anxiety.
Detect this. I stay undetectable with fewer medicines. Ask your doctor about switching to Dovato.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. The Yakima Police Department has released an update regarding a shooting near Eisenhower High School in Yakima Tuesday morning. The shooting sent a 14-year-old boy to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle with life-threatening injuries. According to YPD, investigators have arrested a 15-year-old boy from the Yakima area. The suspect was booked into the Yakima County Juvenile Justice Center pending initial court appearance. And an update on a pair of fires in Yakima. We're getting more accurate numbers regarding the impact of these fires. The South Slope fire has burned 341 acres and is now 60% contained. Level 1 Be Ready evacuation orders are still in effect. Meanwhile, the Rosa Slope fire has burned 217 acres and is also 60% contained. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office's Real-Time Crime Center uses video surveillance technology to give law enforcement more eyes around the county. Advocates say the system is an expansion of things like automatic license plate readers, but opponents are raising privacy concerns. One expert with the ACLU of Washington raised concerns the technology could potentially give the government a lot of information about people who aren't doing anything wrong. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office says it continues to get reports of scam phone calls. According to the Sheriff's Office, the scammer will claim to be with the department and provide an actual deputy or employee's name. The scammers demand payment through Bitcoin, PayPal, Cash App, or through gift cards. Law enforcement does not operate like this. The Sheriff's Office says to hang up and do not provide any information or confirm information they have on you. The swim beach at Howard Amon Park in Richland has been off limits since the discovery of toxic algae last month. Now the Benton Franklin Health District says preliminary tests found higher levels of the algae in Wade Park, in Pasco, and at Leslie Groves in Richland. The recreational area at Columbia Point has also been closed pending additional testing. A local group is getting the word out on one of the biggest needs in our area. The Tri-Cities Houseplant Lovers Group is hosting a food drive now through September 17th. They have a list of Tri-Cities businesses to participate, and all you need to do is bring your canned goods or other non-perishable items to the business and donate them. One of the group's organizers say with food being just a basic need, it's really about thinking of others. The Nutcracker is coming to Yakima, but ahead of the performance, the Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet is partnering with a local dance studio to get little dancers to join them. Dozens of kids from local dance studios came to the season's performance hall to audition, and each went home with their own role. They'll be learning their dances over the next few days, rehearsing for the next few weeks, and at the end, they'll be on stage performing alongside professional ballet dancers from across the world.
Looking at another gorgeous morning. We have been blessed for the past couple of weeks with just beautiful mornings, and that's going to continue into our weekend. Free and clear on our radar, and we're going to continue to see clear skies through, it looks like, maybe Sunday afternoon. We're going to see a little bit of cloud coverage start to come in. But folks, get ready for ample sunshine for the next couple of days, including today. So current temperatures, we're a little chillier than we have been. Lower 50s, upper 40s. We're about 10 degrees off of where we were yesterday at this time, so you may want a bit of a jacket as you're heading out the door, but still a lovely day and a bit of higher highs today by about 3 or so degrees as we continue to warm up towards our weekend. Light winds continue today. Light winds will continue until we get to Sunday, when we'll pick up to around 10 miles per hour, maybe 15 at times. Still not too much wind on the way, but still more than it definitely has been. So let's take a look at our highs right in those mid 80s for Yakima, Toppenish, 83 for Ellensburg. And again, very closely grouped together temperatures throughout all of our areas. Just lovely conditions, folks. In the Tri-Cities in the mid-Columbia, we're in the mid to lower 80s as well. 87 are hot spots for Hanford and Hermiston. And over in the Blue Mountain region, we're right in those mid 80s as well. So as we move into tomorrow and as we move into Saturday, we're going to just slowly warm up to those lower 90s, upper 80s by Saturday and Sunday. Then we're going to see a big cool down as we get to next week. By Wednesday, we expect mid to lower 70s for our highs. So enjoy this final week into summer. It's going to feel like it. Jill.
Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. Your local news is back tonight at 5.